on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Vols ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Lacey. Nice move to keep running. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying the run, it's Lacey. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeper. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quick give. It's Bishop. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10.
What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. We're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. In the red area, it's Lacey. And he's in! Touchdown, Ole Miss! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The run inside. It's Bishop. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Volunteers are facing 3rd and inches. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it. Looking for a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking for space, it's Lacey. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Alexander. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Rebels are flying down the field. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking for a man, it's Chambliss. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sends it back in motion. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Haas. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Left side is Haas. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, it's Lacey. Sees some running room. There's some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Chambliss. Finds his man. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab in the end zone for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Right side, it's Staley. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Freeze! Level! Western! Ready, go!
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. A strike downfield. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Stepping to the right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Running inside, it's Bishop. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Finds his target.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under pressure. Open space at the 25. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Taking it the other way.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Tough run here. It's Bishop. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Colorado taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buffaloes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to the run, it's Lacey. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this 2nd half.
And he avoids the sack.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable, the defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
2nd and long here. He's changing the play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Out wide left, it's Matthews. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got the back over the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have it.
Hits inside. It's Bishop. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Go, go!
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day.
He's got it way down the field. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Look out! And down he goes.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, third and forever. Great job by this defense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they're not on the same page there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This drive from their own 42-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Right back to the well. Jumped on top of the pile.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. That's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Handoff for Frazier. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Frazier again. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a give to Frazier. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Frazier. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And man, oh man, you just hate to make things more difficult when you're this close. They'll back it up for 2nd and goal. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got